Hello. So I think we are live now. So hello students and welcome back to Bank Exams Today. I tried to start my session few minutes back, but there was no audio. I hope now the audio is there. So let me just test it before starting a session. So let me just check. Let me know if there is any problem. Okay. बता दो यार. Give me a minute. Okay. So a lot of you actually. There was no audio. Chalo, it's working. Chalo, hello students and welcome back to Bank Exams Today. The Central Bank of India SO notification is out, and today we are going to discuss the notification, the eligibility criteria, the syllabus, and the study material that we have prepared. So not many vacancies, but for scale 2, it's basically for scale 2 and scale 3. For the credit officer scale 2, there are 10 vacancies. For scale 3, 6. Risk manager scale 2, scale 3, and the CA credit officer scale 3, there are 5 vacancies. So students, there are a lot of other vacancies, but I'm a teacher of finance. That's what I can teach. Okay. Opening date of online registration, it starts from the 30th of October and the last date is 21st of November. And downloading of call letters in the 11th of December, and the date of examination is 21st of December. So you have more than a month now, okay, for your preparation. For the financial analyst scale 2, the age requirement is 21 to 30 years. And if you have already cracked that final exam of ICAI, if you are a chartered accountant or a CWA, then you are eligible. No work experience is required, nil work experience is required. But if you have done an MBA in finance from a reputed institute with 3 years of work experience as an officer in a public sector bank undertaking in a reputed field, okay. So if you are the eligibility criteria is so strange. MBA with 3 years of work experience, that too at a public sector bank. So work experience at any other organization, that is not eligible. So that's the strange eligibility criteria we are having here. And the next one, the risk manager. So BTech MCA with MBA in finance with 60%, MSc maths with 60%, MSc statistics with 60%, MBA finance with 60% marks, and age requirement is 21 to 30 years. Okay, 21 to 30 years is the age requirement, and preferable qualification is FRM, CFA, diploma in risk management. That is preferable, but that won't impact your eligibility criteria. For scale 3, MBA in finance or banking equivalent, postgraduate in banking, finance, or statistics, and preferably that person should be FRM, CFA, or diploma in risk management, and minimum 2 years of post qualification work experience is required in risk management, credit, treasury, or ALM. Okay. So 25 to 35 years is the maximum age. Okay. So let's focus on the online examination. The exam pattern, the exam syllabus, I mean, what you need to study, what you need to avoid. So that's what we are going to discuss. I'm reading the live chat. If there is any doubt, you can always ask your questions. Okay. Money, Prince, Shalene, everybody. So you can always ask your questions. Okay. Chalo, there are 3 papers. The first one is a specialist, the professional knowledge. And then there is computer knowledge, and then the banking present economic scenario and general awareness. Let's focus on this third section. So 100 question, 100 marks, 60 minutes. Not a difficult, I would say. Time management won't be a difficult thing here. Okay, if you know the correct answer, just answer is, otherwise move on. Okay, so we are focusing on that the third section. First of all, there is banking. The most important part of this whole exam is that RBI circulars. Let it be the professional knowledge, let it be the banking awareness. You are going to find a lot of questions from RBI circulars. RBI's notification बहुत important है. Then the normal banking terms, day-to-day banking terms, derivatives are really important. RBI and its functions, RBI, then you can say SEBI, NABARD, that's really important. Okay. Here one thing I missed is union budget is really important. Union budget, the monetary policy, the financial sector regulators, the RBI, SEBI, NABARD, the financial. I mean, it's not a single chapter, I would say. whatever RBI is doing in last 3-4 months, whatever the circulars they have released, whatever the important circulars released by SEBI or NABARD, those are really important for the exam. The financial committees, the various committees set up by the government of India, the finance ministry, the RBI, the SEBI, really important. The Bimal Jalan, Tappan Ray committee, all those committees are really important. The national income accounting, the GDP projections by various organizations like IMF, like World Bank. So that's really important. The World Financial Institutions and their reports. For example, the HDI report, the ease of doing business report, what is the rank of India, and that's really important. The recent banking updates, the latest mobile applications by the various banks, latest mobile applications, and then the latest for example, any Express FD by Axis Bank, such kind of question will be there in the exam. So Express FD, that is a new FD sort of feature by the Axis Bank, really important. So something new, innovative product by any bank that was in the news, that will be in the exam. So RBI circular I already told you, right? Then in the GA, the government schemes are really important. I have prepared the latest list. I'll tell you from where to study. The government schemes are India's rank in various indices, the international reports, the appointments, latest appointments, important days, forecasted GDP of India, latest awards and honors, the committees, the summits and conferences. I'll give you free study material, free material, free PDF for this thing at the end of this lecture. The states and their capital, the MOUs, and joint military exercises are really important. The banking terms, sports events, obituaries, and the Union Budget 2019. That's all for GA, I think. I mean, if you want to go beyond that, the static GA is there, but I do not expect many questions from static GA. But I have prepared a 60 pages of static, GA content that you can go through. Hardly 3 or 4 questions from static GA, but most of the question will be from their banking. And then it is present scenario, so I'm not expecting many questions from the static thing. Okay, I'm not expecting many questions, hardly 1 or 2 questions. Okay, then let's move on to the professional knowledge. That's why you are here, for the risk, let it be for a credit officer or the risk manager. That's important, the professional knowledge. The most important thing is the RBI circulars, master circulars, because RBI is that organization which regulates the banking industry in India. How they regulates it? They releases various circulars. I mean, recently there was a circular that how much compensation, the limitations on the variable compensation of the whole-time director, CEO of private sector banks. So they release that guidelines. So we need to be aware about those guidelines. Really simple. I'm covering that on a regular basis. All the circulars, I would say, of RBI is really important, and selected circular. Some of the circulars of SEBI are kind of important. Annual report of RBI, if you can do that, that's great. Otherwise, if you're already doing the circular thing, then there is no need to do the annual report. The latest financial market news, whatever is popular in the financial market, whatever is there in the financial markets, whatever is happening, the new kind of bonds are there, whatever is happening in the capital market in the money market, you need to be aware about that. Some of that, these kind of questions, the ratio analysis, cost of capital structure, leverages, because in previous exam I have seen these kind of questions. The questions in which there are difficult calculations which cannot be done using calculators, you are not going to find such questions in the exam. The kind of questions in which complex calculations are there, you are not going to find such questions in the exam. The simple questions of capital budgeting, ratio analysis, cost of capital structure, financial statement analysis. Okay. Then Indian financial system. Okay, really important. The important stuffs about the small finance bank, the payment bank. That's really important. Okay. The primary market, secondary markets, really important. Risk management in banking sector, really important for that risk manager's post. Derivatives are really important for the risk manager post. Okay, you need to go in depth about derivatives. I have already prepared, I think, 12 lectures on derivatives, so really important. Changing landscapes of banking sector, financial inclusion, various government policies for the financial inclusion. In these exams, you're going to find a lot of questions from this topic. Union budget, inflation, definition, trends, estimate, consequences, remedies, and the recent topics in the financial industry and the banking industry. So that's what the syllabus of professional knowledge is, according to me, according to my experience. For risk managers, it can be a little more in depth, but for the credit officers, that's all. That's all according to me. For credit officer, that's all. For risk manager, that will be lot more in depth about the derivatives and the hedging. But that much is enough. I think I have already covered that. Computers, there is no limit on the syllabus of computers. Yeah, you cannot expect questions from C++ or Java. You can expect basic questions from hardware and the software, the basics of computer, MS Office. Yeah, that's really important. Windows, the keyboard shortcut, the basic internet knowledge, which browser is by which company, the Facebook and the WhatsApp, and that's what the examiner is expecting you to answer. Generation of computers, the networking basics, that's really important. The latest news in that IT industry. You are not expected to answer the questions from C++ or SQL or Java, because because if you are not appearing for an IT officer exam, that is general and basic computer awareness. Okay. I don't have any information about the IT officer exam. Okay, so students, we have already started that Central Bank of India Credit Officer and Risk Management Officer course, in which we are covering 100% syllabus, and we got 100 plus selections in the various credit officer exam in the last years, and we are providing the complete study material, the video classes, the question bank, the revision classes. So everything is available in a course. The link is available in the description. You can just check the description. Because of the two students actually requested me, sir, please bring that course. Just for the two students, I'm bringing that course. I know that not many students are going to, to watch this video, but anyway, I mean, there are two students for me. I mean, they requested me, and I have to do this no matter what. In the last year, these are the students who cracked the Vijaya Bank Credit Officer in 2019. I'm really proud of my the students who actually cracked that BOB Wealth Management, PNB Wealth Management, Bank of India Credit Officer. These are like students who cracked the Credit Officer exam in this year only, in last 7-8 months. 100 plus students actually cracked the exam, and I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of them. If there is any doubt in your mind, anytime you can actually WhatsApp me. I mean, on calls, sometimes it's difficult. You can WhatsApp me. If there is any doubt in your mind, you are unable to understand anything, I'm always there for you. Okay, you can just drop me a message and I'll answer you for sure. So that's all for today, students. I hope you like the today's session. And if you need something else, if you want me to do something else regarding this exam, just let me know in the comment section. I'll do the same. Okay. That's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day.